Glendale, Arizona. On paper, the plan wasn't working. Zach Edey had 14 points. The reigning Wooden Award winner was talking trash to Dan Hurley and the UConn bench, and Purdue led the Huskies with 8 minutes left in the first half. UConn had elected to guard Edey one-on-one with Donovan Clingan, essentially allowing him to score at will, while focusing most of their defensive attention on the Boilermakers' other players. Edey was dominating UConn's projected lottery pick center like nobody else had all season. But UConn, as it has done consistently over the past 2 years, stayed the course and trusted its game plan. Edey couldn't beat the Huskies by himself, and his teammates weren't doing much to help. The floodgates opened for UConn in the second half, and the Huskies ultimately beat Purdue 75-60. Winning their second straight men's national championship and becoming the first team to go back-to-back since Florida in 2006 and 2007. What could you say? UConn coach Dan Hurley said, "We won, by a lot again." And after one of the most dominant NCAA tournament runs in history last year, when UConn beat its 6 opponents by 20.0 points per game, it was even more unbeatable this year. The Huskies' average scoring margin in their 6 2024 NCAA tournament wins was 23.3 points. Once again, all 6 wins came by double digits, making that 12 straight NCAA tournament wins by at least 10 points dating back to last season. "I think it's up there in terms of the greatest 2-year runs that a program maybe has ever had," Hurley said. "I just think it's the best 2-year run I think in a very, very long time just because of everything we lost from last year's team. To lose that much, and again, to do what we did again, it's got to be as impressive a 2-year run as a program's had since prior to whoever did it before Duke. To me, it's more impressive than what Florida and Duke did because they brought back their entire teams. We lost some major players. Purdue was expected to be UConn's most difficult test in 2 years. The Boilermakers were arguably the second-best team in the country all season, boasted the best player in the college basketball and were a connected group that also happened to be the second-best three-point shooting team in the nation. The numbers supported the Huskies' decision to focus most of their defensive effort on Purdue's complementary players. In Purdue's wins this season, Edey averaged 24.9 points. In Purdue's losses, Edey averaged 25.0 points. The 7'4" center was going to get his production regardless. As a result, the much-anticipated matchup between Edey and Clingan was one-sided in the early minutes of the game. Edey short-armed his first shot over Clingan, hitting the front rim. For the next 11 minutes, though, he did whatever he wanted against UConn's big man. He scored over Clingan, absorbed contact to finish through Clingan, and even caught a lob and dunked against Clingan.